We are back with some more Red and the Skinner Brothers. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and this time around, the name of the song is Dream Life. I just listened to Truth or Dare, and that was fire. As someone who does animation, filmmaking, music, and all that kind of cool creative stuff, I'm always super intrigued when Ren drops something. I needed to sink my teeth deep into what this man produced. So, without further ado, let's freaking go. 11 p.m. Okay, it's the nightlife. They just came from the pub with the
She
boys.
had a fucked up childhood. Acting up, she was misunderstood. Some fans, now they never change. Sesame put a hit on her brain. She said, I don't.
Yeah, we got new characters added to this storyline. He starts by describing the character in the frame. So it seems she's there with her friend. Looks like they're at a bathroom stall at a public place, probably a club. Yep, and they're writing on the wall, "What you don't do at school." Yeah, they're doing it in the pub. All right.
Don't want to waste no time. Don't want no people around me that ain't based. I wanna live in a dream life. I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. She grew up fucked in many
That
ways.
is such a cool shot. That was such a beautiful shot, man. You know what I mean? She gets handed what looks to me like, is that Molly? I think she got handed Molly. That's what that kind of looks like to me. Yeah. I'll bet my money that's Molly. Yeah, so she gets some ecstasy in her hand, but then the camera switches to the reflection on the on the mirror, you know, and the whole story starts happening on the mirror, and you can see she's kind of second guessing herself right before she pops the pill. Okay.
From the sun in the blackest shade, she got a pocket full of loose change and old dreams. Used up her luck on the slot machine. She said, I don't want.
You know, is she been, I don't know, man. This kind of feels weird. Is she being coerced by her friends, or is it just, you know, like an ode to peer pressure? She doesn't have a mind of her own. You know, in the lyrics, Ren is talking about she's been screwed over, you know, from the sun, and, you know, each and every way. You know, she's been kind of screwed over by the world. That's what's kind of coming out with the lyrics. And then, yeah, you see that kind of happening with the visuals.
You waste no time, don't want nobody round me.
She's out
That
of luck.
is fake.
I wanna live in a dream
Okay,
life.
now we got Skinner,
I wanna
a
live
Ren.
in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Fish and chips. What you know about fish and chips? Genesis. Yeah, man. He's there with the boys. They're walking off from a grocery store. Man, the storytelling is just so beautiful, man. Feels like a little movie.
What fucking misery. How a scout a lifestyle
Yeah, the
shoot the
butchery.
breeze.
Wanna
She
get
lay
some
down
meat?
on the pavement, lay on rent. And this world ain't meant for the heaven sent. She got purest intent since the day she was born. As she sips out a teacup in the
The world ain't none for the heaven sent. Again, I think he's done this similar line before in his song, because he just said the world ain't nothing. You know, you can have like nothing, you know, slang, you say nothing, kind of sounds like none for the purest heart, pure intent. And then that might be a double with nothing, or which is none, and a none. Yeah, it's already my favorite one so far, honestly.
What fucking misery. How a scout a lifestyle shoot the breeze. She lay down on the pavement. pavement, lay on rent, and this world ain't meant for the heaven sent.
She laid down on the pavement, late on rent, and the world ain't none for the pure intent. Man, first time I've heard that line, and it just flows so well, you just want to sing along to it. Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a double. The nothing and none, because laying on the ground, and he's talking about a woman. Pretty sure that's what he did there.
King misery. How I scout a lifestyle, shoot the breeze. She lay down on the pavement, lay on rent, and this world ain't none for the heaven sent.
Yeah, heaven sent. Heaven sent. I kept saying pure intent, and that's why I thought of the nun, because heaven, nuns, heaven. That's a religious scheme.
She was born, she sips out a teacup in the eye of the storm. I said, hi girl, are you right girl? She said, I'm not, but this world is not right either.
Don't want to waste no time, don't want no people.
What's about this sipping the tea in the eye of the storm? Yo, this song is deep.
Lay on rent, and this world ain't meant for the heaven sent. She got purest intent since the day she was born. As she sips out a teacup in the eye of the storm.
She sips a teacup in the eye of the storm. Well, he actually used the pure intent. From heaven sent, then he said the pure intent. Now, I said pure intent before heaven sent. Weird. Yeah. And then sipping tea in the eye of the storm. It's like, hey man, she's used to this struggle. She's used to the beef. She's used to fighting. She got a real heart. She's probably from where Ren is from. Wales. You know?
Hi girl, are you right girl? She said I'm not, but this world is not right either.
Don't want to waste no time, don't want no people. Find me that ain't based. I wanna live in a dream life. I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, it's such a good song, man. Wow.
I wanna live in a dream life. I wanna live in a dream life. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, love the instrumentation. Oh, I love the way they're putting this together. It's two parallel stories. We got Ren with the lads, you know, and they're all gonna meet and collide right at the club. It seems like, because now we back to the girl. These two look like twins. I ain't gonna lie. You know, usually when I'm making my cinematics and we've got a main character, especially a female, her friend usually looks like the stark opposite of her. But these two, they look really alike. Are they twins? I don't know. Yeah, man, but this is really beautiful. This is just 2 minutes, and the storytelling, the pace, the flow, it's all just gelling together so well for such a short production. Okay, the girls meet the other girls. The birds flocking together. Oh man, that beat, that Eurogate sound, I love that. Oh, yo. Oh yeah, man, this is beautiful. Yo. These arpeggio sounds are everything. Where's the homie Victus? He must be in here, man. Yeah, they meet on the dance floor. Yo, this instrumental is fire!
Dreams are the ungoverned provinces of the mind ill-lit territories, where the conscious self, that fragile edifice of civility and reason, is momentarily overthrown by deeper, more ancient forces. In waking life, we walk the narrow corridors of logic and social necessity. But in dreams, we are cast adrift upon a sea of symbols, private myths, stitched from memory, repression, and a latent, often discomforting, truth.
Yo. Okay. Okay. Yo, that was straight fire. I want to hear that ending monologue again about the dreams, man.
But in dreams,
this dude is spitting bars, but from visually what's going on, this is so beautifully laid out, so beautifully set. You know, the two meet, they don't know each other. Ren offers her a cancer stick. I mean, I don't know how that's the best gift to give somebody, you know, but yeah, he offers her a cancer stick. She looked like she declined, but you know, earlier she kind of accepted the Molly, so I don't know, apples and oranges, right? But they're there chilling, and then they say bye to both their groups, their gangs, their clans, you know, and they decide to walk off to have some together, more intimate space by themselves, you know? Very well done. But then while this is happening, we get this ominous voice giving us a monologue, which sounds pretty epic, talking about dreams. So I want to hear what that was.
In waking life,
let me hear that again.
We walk the narrow. Dreams are the ungoverned provinces of the mind, ill-lit territories.
Ill-lit territories of the mind. Ill-lit. That means they're not well lit. Provinces of the mind. Dreams. Ooh, man. Wow. Oh, yes.
Dreams are the ungoverned provinces of the mind, ill-lit territories.
The ungoverned. So in dreams, anything goes.
Where the conscious self, that fragile edifice of civility and reason, is momentarily overthrown by deeper, more ancient forces.
Oh, where your conscious thought, because in everyday life, when you're living, you are very careful about what you do. You are very mindful of your actions. Even if you are naturally a lawless person, you are still, to some degree, careful about the things that you do for self-preservation. But in dreams, anything goes. And then he talks about the primal forces. So now he's talking about now you just give in to anything. Because you're in a dream state and the consequences don't matter.
In waking life, we walk the narrow corridors of logic and social necessity. But in dreams...
Oh, logic and social necessity. That's pretty much what I just described, you know, because in the real world, you have to be logical. You can't be illogical. You know? Ill-lit mind, illogical, illogical, sick logic. Just made that connection right now. Wow.
More ancient forces. In waking life, we walk the narrow corridors of logic and social necessity.
Yes.
But in dreams, we are cast adrift upon a sea of symbols, private myths, stitched from memory, repression, and a latent...
Private myths. Private myths. These are things that you truly believe in your core, that you don't let anybody know about. They're private to you. Because in the civil world, in your waking moments, you keep that stuff to yourself. But in dreams, yeah, you let those demons out.
Drift upon a sea of symbols, private myths, stitched from memory, repression, and a latent, often discomforting, truth.
Yes! Yo, yeah, I'm just gonna say it right now. That right there for me is already my favorite song from this collaboration between Ren and the Skinner Brothers. That one for me is already my favorite song. That one for me feels like my favorite version of Ren. Once again, where it just really dives deeper into the psychological aspects, stripping down our humanity and really getting down to the bones of what makes us tick as human beings. And Ren is really addressing it. The poetry, the way it's sung, everything is just so beautifully put together. The instrumentations on this one, Skinner Brothers, let's freaking go. I loved it. The pacing, the video. For me, I feel like, yeah, this is the peak right now. Right now, from the Skinner Brothers and Ren collaboration, this song in particular is absolutely peak performance. I really love this one, man. 100%. One powerful thing in that last line, those last words from that narration, it really brings to me how, as human beings, a lot of the times when we say that we are good, it has nothing to do with who we are honestly in our minds. Because what this song also really exposes is that in our dreams, we are completely unhinged. And in the real world, we are measured and logical for fear of repercussions in whatever form, whether being vilified by society, whether being vilified by the loved ones, whether being looked down upon, or losing social status. So we keep things secret. And once in scripture, Jesus says to a man who called him good, he questioned the man and he said, "Who is good on this earth if not God? No one is good." And that sounded like a strange thing, because this man thought he was a good man because he did everything right in accordance to the laws that were set in stone by God himself. And he lived by those rules and laws. But then Jesus goes and he says, no man is good. And then Jesus even goes further and he talks to him and he says, if this man went along and he talked about how he hasn't committed adultery or murder or done all these things. Then Jesus goes in and he tells him, if you have looked at any woman with lust, you are an adulterer. And if you have anger for anyone, you are a murderer. That became a new level of judgment that never existed before in the canon of Scripture. So this is the introduction of a New Testament, a new standard of judging. And this is introduced by Jesus at this point. So that comes to reveal that no one is good and everyone needs saving. Because God knows who you are secretly in your deep, dark places. You can never hide, ever. And when that realization hit me, I then understood the value of Jesus Christ beyond anything I knew before. Before, he was just a good teacher. But after this realization that nothing is secret to God, and I am even judged by those things, not just my actions, I realized that I could never be good, and I can only be good by being saved by the one who lived perfectly, because he was God in the flesh and could actually be good because he could do anything. Appreciate you guys watching this with me, man. this song for me, Byron, and the Skinner Brothers is absolutely legit. Appreciate you watching this with me. Until the next time, let's freaking go.